What's the latest on the crew? Let's go inside the clubhouse with Drew Wagner of Forbes Sports on the Mason Crosby Show with Mitch Thunder Nellis. Brought to you by Verizon, the #1 network in Milwaukee on 1250 AM and 105.7 FM The Fan. Inside the clubhouse is brought to you by Focus Baseball, because fundamental development starts with focus. Find them at focusbaseball.com.
It's the Mason Crosby Show, presented by Verizon, Milwaukee's #1 network. My name's Mitch Nellis, a.k.a. Thunder. Mason Crosby here as well. And joining us on the Fan Guest Hotline, powered by Gruber Law, is our very good friend, Mr. Drew Wagner. Hello, Mr. Drew.
Good morning, gentlemen.
What's up, Drew? How'd you enjoy that doubleheader yesterday?
That was a long one.
Yeah, anything good? Anything stand out? The good, bad, the ugly? Let us know.
I mean, it was kind of disappointing seeing Miz kind of get bumped up there. You knew it was going to happen at some point. You didn't think it was going to happen the way it did. And just kind of a bit of a letdown game after a pretty impressive victory in Game 1. But you knew the Mets were going to snap out of this funk they were in. You just didn't think it was going to happen against a guy like Jacob Mizorowski.
Well, and it really almost didn't. I mean, that second inning hit, is a ball he could have fielded pretty easily. And then if Terrain could have contorted himself a little bit more easily, that very easily could have been the third out of the inning. And then it's a totally different game, right?
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. It was not. I guess we're going by the Miz standard here, calling it getting knocked around. I mean, the guy had been so lights out, so dominant through his 3 starts. It just feels like it was a blow-up inning. And you're right. Very easily could have turned out much differently with a couple of small plays. And that's also something that, he's going to learn. It's another opportunity for him to kind of figure out what it's going to take for him to be a big leaguer.
Yeah, those are important moments. I think it's just like we have to wait now, 5 days or whatever till he gets his next start, and we will see how he rebounds from something like that. You can't really know how someone's going to learn from something until the next time they're on the mound or they get the next opportunity. But at the same time, he can learn things, but it's also like, hey, let's just get back to work. Let's get our recovery in, and let's take the mound the next time and not even worry about what happened in that game. Because you can't recreate it. It's not going to feel or look the same in the next in his next outing. Everything will be slightly different. You're facing different people, so you just have to kind of reset and regroup and go back to work. What I predicted didn't happen. It actually flip-flopped a little bit. I thought the Mets, with kind of being floundering, they had an extra day off, going into a doubleheader. I thought they'd come out in that first game and they would be really tough to beat. And Brewers handled them, got the good win there. And I was a little surprised to see that against Miz in that second game that Mets kind of rebounded, found their way, and got that win in that second one. How did you think it was going to go? Did you predict that it was probably going to be a split here in that doubleheader? And what did you feel like? Did it just kind of play out the way that you expected?
I figured it would be a split. Those doubleheaders are hard, and the Mets are just too good of a team. They've got too good of a lineup to keep slumping. I thought maybe it might have been the other way around too. Like you, I thought maybe Miz would have been the one, the game that they win and drop the early one, because who likes functioning that early in the morning, especially after a night out in New York? Talk about a great place to have
12 o'clock that early in the morning.
That's right.
Yeah. So no, I think splitting it, best case scenario. I also didn't see what the Cubs ended up doing last night. So I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3 games now, but you still have a chance to win the series today, and that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, let's talk about this this matchup today. What are you looking at? Obviously, you got Quintana on the mound against Peterson. Again, it's very similar to that first matchup. Pitchers having similar type of seasons for the starters. Yeah, kind of what are your expectations for this game?
The Mets know what Quintana's all about. He pitched for them. They know his style. They know they know what works for him. So, they'll be ready to face him today. Brewers need to get what they got out of Quintana last time, 5 or 6 innings, and they need their offense to kind of bounce back and do what they did in game 1 and just kind of grind out those at-bats. I mean, they played pretty well overall in the 2 games yesterday. Yelich, big home run in game 2. The offense is doing all right. They just got to be patient and continue to grind it out today and stick to the approach that got them to this point.
The Cubs did end up holding off the Guardians last night, so it is 3 games.
3 games. So, yeah, there you go. Chance to claw back in it. You don't want it to grow.
Yeah. I think if you can get the Cubs to lose one and get back to that 2-game margin, that'd be nice. Obviously, with a win tonight, Milwaukee jumps over the Mets in the wild card race as well. I'm just looking at like the over/under for this game. What do you think? Is Potawatomi's 8.5 as well?
I think I thought I saw it was 8, but
8. Okay, yeah. They don't hook a lot there at Pato, but yeah. So what do you think on that? Do you think this is going to be like these first 2 games? Obviously, both of them went over that number. Do you think that's going to kind of stand the same, or do you think it's going to tighten down a little bit?
I mean, the Mets offense is just really, really good, so I'm not shocked by that. I mean, I think it could go over. We know that the Brewers offense could put up some crooked numbers when they're clicking on all cylinders. So, yeah, I'm not shocked by that. I think 8's a good spot, and I'd probably go with the over there.
Well, and after New York, the Brewers make their way to Miami. The Marlins just had their 8-game winning streak snapped yesterday. You know what I was interested to see, Drew, is that the Marlins – they were 1 game short of their franchise record for games won in a row. They've never had a 10-game winning streak. They've won 2 World Series, but the franchise has never had a 10-game winning streak. I was just surprised by that. That's all.
That franchise is just so weird on so many levels when you think about their history and how bad they've been and the fact that they've got 2 World Series despite it. Like
neither as division winners either. Both as
wild cards.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's wild.
I know they're 8-2 in their last 10. They just came off an 8-game winning streak. They're still 8 games under 500. They're still 11.5 out of first in their division. This is another one of these series. It's hard, I know on the road you don't expect wins, but it's hard for me to not want them to win 2 out of 3 against Miami, knowing that Miami, even with that win streak, they're still not very good.
I mean, that's the goal. I mean, the end of the day, what do they always say? Dominate your home schedule and go 500 on the road. So, if they end up going 3-3 on this road trip, is that the end of the world? Probably not. You look at it, you think you should be able to go in there and take 2 or 3. But we just saw, what the Pirates have done in the last week. Back-to-back sweeps of the Mets, and who else do they just sweep now? Even the bottom feeders can come out there and get hot and stay hot and go on a tear, regardless of where they are in the standings, regardless of where they are in the record. The Marlins proved it. The Pirates proved it. Brewers just have to be on it. They got to be on their A game. They can't take a night off.
Yeah, Mason, in the National League, there are 3 teams that are 8-2 in their last 10. It's the Marlins, the Pirates, and the Dodgers. Put those 3 teams, what do those 3 teams have in common? Nothing.
Nothing.
But baseball. But that's how baseball works.
They do
right?
play that game of baseball.
Exactly.
Yeah, who did the Pirates sweep this last? They swept the Cardinals.
Swept the Cardinals, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, the Mets and the Cardinals. That's pretty impressive.
That is.
Yeah, that's a good little run there. So I'm curious. I'm excited for this one today. I do have to ask you a question because kind of starting into the next segment and moving into the weekend. What's your favorite 4th of July thing that you do, Drew? Are you a big 4th of July guy, or are you just gonna kind of count it as the next day, another day?
I mean, I like the 4th of July. patriotic guy, but usually I'm working a Brewers game. I mean, it's pretty much they've been home most of the last couple of years on the 4th of July, so I've never been able to get away, go up north, do the whole cabin thing. That's why I disappear in the middle of the week for off days and stuff like that, because I don't get to do the weekends and holiday stuff because baseball.
I feel you. Yeah, I was there for a long time. This last year, I got to finally celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas as a normal human being, and it was whoa, this is kind of wild to be able to kind of sit back and enjoy those moments. But yeah, it is kind of weird. You would think that they would always schedule the Brewers on or around the 4th of July. It just feels like the 4th of July should be celebrated in Wisconsin. It is. It's just the perfect place to be. There is, the weather is always great. It just feels like something's missing if the Brewers aren't playing at home on the 4th.
Yeah, and in the years that they've been on the road, I mean, I lead a pretty simple existence. Just barbecue, have a couple beers, build a fire in the backyard, and watch the fireworks from all over the place. So, yeah, big fan of it. Just don't get to go out and do a lot of celebrating.
Well, if you want to come hang out in Whitefish Bay tomorrow, Drew, open invitation to make your way up to the Bay. Not that it's the best parade, but it's the best parade.
Are you in
Is
it?
it a good one?
I am in it. I decided I had the opportunity to be quote unquote Thunder, but I decided to walk with my Junior Dukes fast pitch softball crew instead because
smart.
Dad is way more important than Thunder. We get it. Yeah.
Well, and now both my dad there's a chance neither Rumble's going to walk with Junior Duke softball.
Come on.
Well,
now.
one of them got a better invite to walk with somebody way more important.
A better invite.
A local politician, and then someone else got no, I just want to hang out with my friends this year. I'm like, what?
Uh-oh.
It's baseball
happening.
and life. The two things
Baseball
the two
is
things
life.
we can't control.
Well,
Baseball
Drew, if you need an invite to the Cudahy Parade, which is probably miles better than I would say the Whitefish Bay Parade, that's where I would go with that. Me and Sparky.
I've seen enough Cudahy parades in my life. I stumbled out of.
Oh yeah, let's go.
All right, well, open invite.
Stumbled out of a few establishments there. I know how it goes.
Is that what the parade is? It's just a bar crawl?
It's like
Basically.
You say that like that would be a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. I smiled. I loved it.
No one said that. We're all here.
I want to be a part of it
Yeah.
for sure. Oh, that's so
I don't
awesome.
understand the appeal of a bar crawl. If I'm going to a bar, I just want to sit my rear end on a stool.
I don't want to
I
crawl
don't want to
around.
get up and walk every 5 minutes and have one drink. Okay, let's go. I want to sit down. I want my stool. I want my spot. I want to know where the bathroom is.
Love it.
Simplicity.
Drew's always got his back to a wall, right? He's like,
always.
can't have anyone behind
No,
him. Right?
you got to see the whole room. You got to see the whole room. Come on.
Head on a swivel.
That's right. All right, well, Drew, happy 3rd, happy 4th, happy everything else, and we'll talk to you on Monday, right?
Sounds good, boys. Have a safe weekend.
You
All
as
right.
well. Thanks, Drew.
Appreciate it, Drew.
That's Drew Wagner, and again, thanks to him for joining us on the Fan Guest Hotline, powered by Gruber Law. One call, that's all.
That's all.
Nailed it. It's Mason, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I kind of expect a win today. I know the Mets are good, and I know
I always expect.
I know this. I know. This game is truly, in my mind. I know the Mets are actually pretty big favorites, but in my mind, this is really a 50-50 game. I think the Brewers win this one. I think they win 2 out of 3 at Florida. I think they come back, and Monday we're ready for more ball, and then the Dodgers here. Let's go. Brewers, Dodgers
That's
on
true,
Monday.
yeah.
We'll
I hadn't even looked that far ahead.
Well, and then I don't want you to look too far ahead, but if you noticed who pitched last night, that might be the pitching matchup on Tuesday. Well, for the Brewers, Jacob Mizorowski pitched. For the Dodgers last night, becoming the 4th lefty in history to get 3,000 strikeouts,
No
Clayton
way.
Kershaw. So we might get Jacob Mizorowski versus Clayton Kershaw next Tuesday night. Talk about another sellout at AmFam Field, right?
Yeah. What jersey is Tommy wearing I mean, he'll wear the Miz jersey that night.
You know what? No, he's actually got like the half.
Does he have the
Brewers,
Ohtani
half
jersey?
Dodgers, yeah.
I might have my newest favorite piece of baseball merchandise right now.
Oh, boy.
Gonna need your guys' shirt sizes here. I'll take the banner off so you guys get a better view on the YouTube page. But we have some shirts
Oh,
here.
yeah. I saw. So
They say relief.
Yeah, Sparky sent me those pictures.
Yeah.
I forgot to respond. But,
Yeah. Well, what are you, a small Mason, medium,
Yeah.
maybe? Yeah,
Medium.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I like to wear
All
it
right.
tight and cut the
I have
sleeves
a
off.
question. I feel like I'm always the naysayer of swag. I don't get it.
You don't like swag?
I
don't like
get
swag?
the T-shirt.
You know the
Like, do we nickname ourselves here the relief pitchers? Like, what is that? How does that connect to anything we do?
You and Molly are in the same vein. Like, she's just like,
like,
why did you bring another shirt
Right.
home
Like,
from the stadium?
I always want it to make sense. I always want it to fit the vibe. And so when I see it doesn't, I'm like, what? Like, what are we?
I love it. I don't care. It's
So
got
it's-
a beer pitcher on it, and
And
it
it
says
says
relief
relief
pitchers
pitchers on it.
Yeah.
So I think we need to brand ourselves as like we
Is that-
we
are
at the
they
fan
trying-
are the relief pitchers. Like so it makes sense.
Mason, do you know the commercials
Is that
where
what
they're
we're branding?
Do you know the commercials where they're
That's how
like
branding works.
you're turning into your parents? The progressive commercials,
man.
I think
Yes.
so.
Oh
right?
gosh.
I mean,
It's not fun. It's
Dude, I've been like this for 25
it's just
years.
for fun. It's just for
Like,
fun,
I've been
Mitch.
like
It
this for
doesn't have
25
to
years.
serve
just
a
for fun
purpose.
doesn't make sense.
it's like
Doesn't
just for
make
fun,
sense.
because you can just for fun and make sense at the same time. You're allowed to do that.
they have the one in there where
You're
it's like
allowed to.
You're allowed to make sense and have fun.
it's the one where it's like it was a free shirt. What am I going to do? Not wear it?
Yeah.
Not wear it. Exactly.
Right. That's more me. I'm the more person not to wear it.
No,
Not
it's
to
like
wear
they're
it.
saying
You're
it's
like, tell me why.
so I'm
Tell
the
me why this
opposite of
makes
that, Tommy.
sense.
I'm saying right. You are the opposite, right?
Right.
But I am
I'm not the old dad. I
I am-
am the actual young person who actually has
questioning
logic,
everything,
Who
yeah.
actually has logic when
Logic.
when we're trying to have a discussion.
Mitch, you eat so much free food. I know you have plenty of free T-shirts all up and down
no,
your
I
wardrobe.
have them, but I don't wear them.
Okay, all
We've
right.
had multiple
I don't wear any of them.
conversations on the show of like, should I go to this little like event because I wonder what the
free?
food's gonna be. Yeah, they have a nice spread out there.
If they have a nice spread, I'll go. If they don't have a nice spread, I'm not
Zoom
going.
for drama. Zoom
Zoom
for drama.
for effect.
Let's all Zoom. Let's all Zoom right now. Yeah.
Zoom. I don't actually have the camera to zoom. I just do it myself.
All right, I'm done.
Can we
I'm done.
send?
I'm analog.
Can
I'm
we
super
send
analog.
Mason a camera so that he has the same
No,
camera?
they
so he
don't
can
do
zoom?
that. They're not gonna do that. I'm just using
I
the
mean, you
computer.
just plug it into your computer. Like, can we do that?
I mean,
Can
I have
ITN?
a camera. I have one like y'all are using for our podcast, but you know, I don't know. I'm a simple man. I don't need all this fancy equipment.
Listen to the fan for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see the one and only Adam Sandler and his "You're My Best Friend" tour live Sunday, October 5th at Fiserv Forum. Visit thefanmilwaukee.com for your chance to register to win a pair of tickets. And I'm checking real quick because I have the schedules right in front of me. Sunday, October 5th is the Packers bye week. So you should plan to be in Milwaukee for Adam Sandler.
Perfect.
It's all Adam Sandler all the time that weekend. We got to get him in studio on Friday.
He's smart.
Friday,
we do.
October 3rd. We have to get Adam Sandler in
Yep.
studio.
Okay.
We're working on
That
it
would
right
be
now.
unbelievable.
I would
For sure.
cry. I don't think you guys understand. I would cry.
Yeah, no, I would cry way harder than you.
Like that's
Dude, I've been watching Adam Sandler since you were in diapers.
correct. And
Yeah.
I came out the womb watching Adam Sandler, so I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah, you
But
did.
as far as
Nicely done.
life,
No, you're right. You're
you know,
right.
per capita, Adam
Gosh.
Sandler in my
It's so
favor.
bad.
That's
You know
actually
what
a
I
great
just
point. That's actually a
pictured?
great
Like,
point.
and it's not Adam Sandler, but it's a Saturday Night Live. Was like Will Ferrell. Whenever he was like the skit where he comes out as like Will Ferrell, like a grown man, like being born. Have you seen that one?
Baby,
And he's
yes.
just like, oh man, hey, can I get a beer? That's Tommy. That's how Tommy was born. He's been this
Full-size
since he was
Tommy.
a baby.
Visit thefanmilwaukee.com for your chance to register to win a pair of tickets to Adam Sandler. 4th of July. What are your favorite traditions? What's your favorite thing to do? 414-677-1250. 414-677-1250 is the Nicolay Law Fan talk and text line. 414-677-1250 on Twitter at Crosby Kicks 2, at Thunder MKE, at The Fan Milwaukee, and at Tommy WSSP. Of course, we're on YouTube as well, so you can comment there at The Fan Milwaukee on YouTube. We are live. I can see us right now on The Fan Milwaukee's YouTube channel. This is The Mason Crosby Show.
Yeah, buddy.